Welcome to today's episode, where we explore how biblical narratives influence English literature. Dr. Rathod, you've identified several novels that draw from biblical themes. Can you start by explaining how East of Eden reflects Cain and Abel's story?
Certainly, Steinbeck's East of Eden mirrors the story of Cain and Abel, delving into sibling rivalry and the enduring struggle between sin and redemption. Like Cain, the characters grapple with moral choices, reflecting on Steinbeck's belief in the possibility of redemption for all.
That's fascinating. But does this focus on redemption risk oversimplifying complex human emotions? We've seen characters in literature often depicted in black and white.
A valid point. However, East of Eden actually thrives on complexity. While the Cain and Abel story sets a foundation, Steinbeck crafts multifaceted characters who embody shades of gray, enhancing the moral ambiguity and depth of their journeys.
Looking ahead, do you think future literary works will continue to draw from biblical tales as profoundly as these classics have?
Certainly, biblical narratives offer timeless themes of morality and human struggle which are perennially relevant. Writers will likely continue to reinterpret these stories, adapting them to reflect contemporary issues.
Let's delve into allegorical characters. C.S. Lewis's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe uses Aslan as a Christ-like figure. How does this enhance the narrative?
Aslan's sacrifice and resurrection parallel Christ's story, enriching the narrative with themes of sacrifice and hope. This allegory transcends religious boundaries, offering a universal message of love and redemption.
Yet, some argue that such direct allegories can alienate non-Christian readers. What's your take on this perspective?
While that concern exists, Lewis's intention was to convey universal truths. The emotional resonance and moral lessons in Aslan's story can appeal to a broad audience, regardless of their religious background.
Do you foresee a shift in how allegorical characters are portrayed in future literature?
I believe we'll see more nuanced allegories, reflecting diverse cultural and religious narratives, broadening the appeal and relatability of such characters in global literature.
Turning to classic literature, Melville's Moby Dick is replete with biblical allusions. How do these enrich the novel's thematic depth?
Melville uses allusions like Jonah and Ahab to explore themes of obsession and divine judgment. Ahab's monomania mirrors biblical sin, while the whale represents an unfathomable divine force, emphasizing humanity's struggle against fate.
However, don't such heavy allusions risk overshadowing the narrative's originality?
It's a risk, but Melville uses these allusions to deepen the narrative, not overshadow it. They serve as a rich tapestry that invites readers to explore existential questions about morality and destiny.
As we move forward, how might authors balance originality with allusion in their storytelling?
Future authors might blend traditional allusions with modern themes, creating innovative narratives that respect the past while engaging contemporary audiences.
In contemporary literature, Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale draws on biblical texts. How does Atwood reinterpret these themes for modern audiences?
Atwood uses biblical references to critique gender roles and societal control. By drawing parallels to Rachel and Leah's story, she highlights issues of autonomy and power, making these ancient themes relevant to today's societal challenges.
Some critics argue that Atwood's use of biblical themes can be seen as overly didactic. What's your response?
While it's a valid critique, Atwood's intent is to provoke thought. Her narrative encourages readers to question and reflect on modern-day parallels, offering a lens through which to examine current issues.
Looking into the future, how might authors continue to reinterpret biblical themes to address contemporary issues?
Authors will likely continue to draw from biblical narratives, using them as a framework to tackle evolving societal challenges, ensuring these timeless stories remain relevant and impactful.